Okay. Let me just do something here real quick. I could probably do this before I go live. Just taking the link up here and then go to YouTube and then hosting that. Let's see, paste, host, and pin. All right. I think that worked. I'm getting better at this. I am. And look at that glare. It's always a glare. Stupid glasses. Stupid glasses. All right, let me get this up here. I don't think you can hear me very well. There we go. Better? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see who's out there. Can y'all hear me? We're trying not to be too loud, but as long as I have this close enough, I should be okay, right? 6.4. All right, so S. You're the one. You're the one on here right now. So normally I do this and Facebook at the same time, but I was like, do I want to do Facebook right now? I know people will see me, but I just want to concentrate on one thing, just one, because it's kind of hard to do two streams, and for certain reasons, it's kind of difficult to do that. So, I have a few things to talk about tonight. A couple things that's happened over the weekend. Some good, some bad, and some things for improvement, right? So, things that I've learned just from this from this hobby itself. All right. Damn. Oh, there it is. Okay. Hang on. I got my water. I don't know why I have the straw here. I just do. I kind of like it there actually. It looks silly using a straw. But if I haven't showed this before, I had this made, right? This is pretty cool. I just had this one made through the Tervis website, Tervis tumblers or whatever, and I like this. This is pretty sweet. Even though this is Aquatic Action, even though I did change the name, I did change it to Turn 2 Aquatics, and I explained why in my past videos. But if you haven't seen why, or heard why, it's got more meaning to me basically. Aquatic Action is cool. I think I'm going to keep out in some aspect. I will keep Aquatic Action, but it will be more for kind of like a sub name. Like a sub name if I wanted to do eventually maybe do and tell me if this is ridiculous. I was thinking today while I was at work, I was like, if I keep Aquatic Action under the name Turn 2 Aquatics, like say if I wanted to do a little online store, I could be like Turn 2 Aquatics, and well, with the online store, the Aquatic Action online store under Turn 2 Aquatics. If that makes any sense, kind of, I don't know, but I don't know. I think that would be okay. Just because I've already had the cup made, I've had stickers, I've given out to people, but I do have on order. I do have on order the new name, Turn 2 Aquatics. But in case you don't know what that means, basically you could say Turn 2 Aquatics. If it's just one side of it is like, hey, If you want a hobby, turn to aquatics. You can say that about anything. If somebody's feeling depressed, well, turn to aquatics. You know, if they want a hobby, turn to aquatics. What aquatics? Well, it's up to you. And then on the other side of that, there's another meaning, and it's a Navy term. It's an old Navy term. They don't use it anymore. They used to say it, like mostly on the Navy ships. They would say turn to. That means turn to would be turn to, continue ship's work. Like say if they're eating lunch, they would say like, how would they say that? It's been a while. They would say lunch for the crew, and then after hour and a half, whatever it is, they would say secure the mess line, and then they would say secure the mess line, turn to. This is just like the way to do it. Turn to, continue ship's work. They don't say that anymore, and a lot of the Navy guys on ships don't know what that means. They have no idea. I've asked them, and they're like, I went like this. Like, what is this? I'm like, what does this mean? They're like, peace out kind of thing. And they're like, no. But anyway, just that term, I just kind of like it. So I decided to go with turn to aquatics because it could mean either thing. So I went through several different names, but that's the one I kept. So I like it. A little history behind that one. All right. And let's see if I do some better news before I do some bad news. Or I'll start with the bad news first. It has to do with my aquarium, something in my aquarium, unfortunately. So I've been having a little bit of issues with my salt water. It used to be right here in this 150. I moved it to a 90 gallon that I got from somebody. Like I just got like a used 90 gallon, and it works pretty well. It works good. And so I had it up. I did the change, swap over, which took a while. I had to cut back on the amount of live rock that I had because I can't fit them all. Not nearly as much in there as I did in the 90 gallons I did in here. So, I'm not quite sure right now if I have a purple tang in there. Nice looking purple tang. And I don't think it has ick. Yeah, it looks like it has a little bit of white spots, but I'm not sure that's specifically ick. It's scales or body or whatever. They're not poofy or anything like that. It's just on certain parts of it, they look kind of gray sort of ish, and it's hard to explain, but either way, I did get some. The only problem with that is if it is ick, you take them out because you can't put ick medicine in a saltwater aquarium if you have corals or supposedly crustaceans too. And I did that one time. Luckily, I didn't kill anything, but I was lucky. And that was back when this was in the 150 gallon. And you know how much if a bottle says put 5 milliliters, it's always usually 5 milliliters per 10 gallons. So you got 150 gallons, and I only had like half a bottle left. So, and it turns a different color, and I was so worried about doing that, but I did it. But that didn't kill anything, luckily. Anyway, after I moved it to the 90 gallon, I had a starfish, and I don't know, starfish started getting it used to be on the glass all the time, but after a while it just started hanging out at the bottom. And I thought maybe, okay, he's just hanging out the bottom in the rocks, whatever. But I never really saw it up on the glass ever again. And then it started getting lazier. And I even posted a picture of it being just the way it was just kind of like this. And it looked kind of funny, but, I hate to think about it. I was like, that's when it was kind of starting to die off. And I didn't know that. So I went to the tank, and I had those long, like, tongs you do for, like, aquascaping. You like to put plants or something in. And I slowly just lifted him up, and he's all just drooping like this. I was like, yeah, he's dead. It sucked. So I'm trying to figure out if it died of what my purple tang probably has right now. And what I'm going to try to do is I have what's it called? Oh, I don't have it with me. It's called Melafix. I think it's from API. The only reason I want to try that is because I have corals and it doesn't look quite like the Purple Tang has ick. It could, but it doesn't quite look like that. So I give that a shot, treat it. That means I don't have to move anything out. Somebody told me it has something to do with copper. You can't, I guess you can't use copper within the medication or something like that. I'm not quite sure how that works, but you know, like we all do, just read up YouTube about things and hope for the best. So, other than that, my saltwater tank, I did videos with my sump that I'm doing, or that I completed the sump. I did a video and I'm proud of myself. My first sump I ever did, and it's looking great. I have the intake in a filter sock. Another section is it's like a pad with carbon infused, like a pad filter. And then the next baffle after that is your center area. And I guess people call it a refugium, but mine's not 100% refugium because I don't have like the sand. I just have rock, like some live rock I have in there in the center part. And I have some other, like those biomedia balls. I just put those in there, and I put some copepods in there, and I put this booster in there. And I guess those bio balls are going to be, they're very porous. So I guess they're going to be really, really good for the copepods to live in. So I'm doing a few bottles of those. I did one half a bottle in the sump, and I did half a bottle in the tank because I want to eventually get another Mandarin Goby. I had a tragic experience with a Mandarin Goby. Those things look so nice. They're so cool looking. And it's so fancy with the mic. Thanks. Yeah, well, it's this. This part I got from Best Buy. This thing was like $10 off Amazon because somebody told me I should get this. I forgot what it's called, like a pop stand or something like that. I guess it helps with the sound, keeping it so from being distorted, or I don't know, however you want to call it. So yeah, I just kind of put it close so I won't have any problem with people hearing me, right? So yeah. Okay, so the next thing I had to deal with this weekend, I have another tank which I showed people. It's a 65 gallon and it's a flower horn. What's aggravating is you can't put anything else in the tank with a flower horn after a certain point. And you know, the flower horn is very aim up at what's going on, man. The flower horn is what those fish, you know, it's like they interact with you so much more so than an Oscar. I think I've had Oscars. In fact, I'll get to that. I just got another one. It's still small. And so I think it had a thing called, what do you call it, when the flower horn is just sitting like this at the bottom behind a plant. And oh my God, Hema something. I knew the word and I knew I'd forget it as soon as I came on here. But it's a parasite. And our flower horn, she had it for a day or two, couple days. I think she's getting over the last stages of it. And I thought she was going to die until I got this general cure stuff. And it has this type of medication in it. And again, I forgot the name of that. I'm so unprepared for this, but it worked amazing. It's API general cure, and the stuff, you know, it's a little bit more expensive than your normal medications, but it works. If you ever have a fish that has that disease, like again, I said, I can't remember the name. Damn, I threw it away. That stuff, and if they said if their waste, if their poop is white, normally my flower horns is kind of like a reddish erasery color. It was white, and I was like, yep, there's a parasite in her. They call it hole in the head, I guess, but she didn't have a hole in her head. And it works great. She's swimming around. She always like go like this against the screen, and she'll follow and go upside down. Very interactive with this, and she's actually swimming around now, being herself, which is good. And honestly, that's pretty much the first time I've actually had success healing a fish, bringing a fish back from almost dying. Usually they always die anyway. That I'm used to. So I don't want to jinx it, but she's doing pretty well. I'm happy to hear that, happy to see that, and that's the fish that my wife is most attached to. You know, hopefully it lives a long time. So that's the flower horn. I think the flower horn's about a year old. She don't even have like a big bump on her head, like not yet, or maybe it never will. So I'm fine with that. We haven't gotten to the point yet where, like, I've seen videos where it will let people like sometimes pet them. Like if you put your hand in the water, they'll let you pet it. That would be pretty cool though. You can pet your fish. Have you guys ever experienced that before? That's kind of weird, but that'd be cool. What else? Oh, today I got an Oscar again. It's a little tiny one, because you can go to the fish store and buy little tiny Oscars for what, like $10, $8, $10. They're really super cheap. And I know, like, if you're in this fish hobby, it's fish 101 basically. By owning, if you buy a baby Oscar, this is something you tell beginners that obviously, and you need a big enough tank eventually. So I put it, it's like I said, it's like this big, right? Don't even have a name for it yet, but it'll have a name. I put it in this tank, but can you see those two angelfish back there? Well, one of them just would go up and just kind of do that to it, and it was hiding in that plant right there for a while, and I was like, I have like a kitty tank upstairs with smaller fish. So I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just keep it up there, let it get used to the new area. Now, am I one for quarantining a fish before I get it? Honestly, I'm not. I could have a tank set up for that, but do you guys ever quarantine your fish when you buy them? I mean, it's good if you do. I should. I just don't. But I make sure today, hang on, S, I saw you finish the sump, right? Yes, I did finish the sump. Like I said, I'm proud of myself for doing that. Way more confident in building sumps. Doing the, what was it? The silicone. When I was silicone, and I used acrylic baffles. I didn't use glass. And I've heard on like some videos that certain silicone doesn't really stick very well to acrylic, to glass, but it's working. I used 100% silicone, so I made sure it was aquarium. It's that GE silicone clear 1, not 2. On the bottle it does say not recommended for aquarium use, but oh my god, I've watched so many videos and like everybody else is saying, no, this is fine to use. All right. So I used it. I gave it a couple days to dry, and it's doing pretty well, Oh, okay. So you do you quarantine? Yeah, I know. I should always quarantine. I know I should. But like, matter of fact, today I went to a fish store. I'm not going to say which one because all fish stores go through this, right? They were actually going through a thing where a lot of their tanks, I guess several of the tanks in a row or whatever, has a case of the ick. So they were warning me, and it wasn't one of them that I got the Oscar from. I didn't see. It didn't look like it had any. I looked at every fish. I didn't see any. But I mean, yeah, you still can't really tell. So I guess that's something I should be doing. I got plenty of tanks. I could do it. I could quarantine them. And you quarantine them for 2 weeks, a week or two max, something like that. Yeah. should. I think yeah, I will. I'll stop being lazy about it. But I'll stop being lazy about it. If you're in this hobby, you got to go make sure you do it well, right? It's not like I don't have plenty of tanks to do it. Um, so yeah, something. Okay, so along the lines with the Mandarin gobies, have you guys ever seen or had a Mandarin goby? Like they're very particular fish, right? And they eat those little copepods. I think when I was prepping for my last one, I did it for 2 months. But supposedly there's two different types of those little bottles with the copepods that you put in there. And I guess I didn't get the right one. I don't know. They were telling me at the store about it. I'm learning. So I guess some of them reproduce, some don't. Who knows? But it's going to be a while if I even decide to get another Mandarin goby because they're cool. I like them. They look really. They're just the colors on them. I'm all about like the colorful fish. You know, walk through the fish store, you see a gray one, you're like, I'm sure it'd be cool. You see like a colorful, like today I saw those. I saw the electric blue Jack Dempsey's. I had one before. I just didn't have it very long because I was doing a whole like a change around, so I sold them. But now I'm coming back around to having this back at Freshwater. So, yeah. As would you say, you probably want something refrigerated, I'd assume. What are you talking about? I jump around on this so much. I'm so bad. Oh, wait. Remind me what I was talking about. I'm sorry. This is my notepad. There's 4 things on it. This is what I sat down and tried to write down. Starfish died. Oscar, small then big. Oh yeah, let me get in. Well, I know you guys, but I'm just saying if there's anybody else out there watching, and please, this is what it's all about. If I'm missing something, just tell me I'm missing something. All right. So for all those other people, if they're out there in the world watching, all right. Yes, my copepods. That's what I thought you were talking about. Refrigerated, I assume. Yeah, the last ones I did buy, they took them out of the fridge. Yeah. They were out of the fridge. Absolutely. And they only last so long if you don't have them in the fridge or in your tank or whatever. So I don't know. It's all weird to me, but I love the hobby. Oh yeah, what was I talking about? Oscars, small then big. Okay, that's what I wrote on my notes. Small then big. For those people out there listening, I'm just gonna assume all those millions of people out there in the world that aren't like, hang on, a window popped up in front. There we go. That aren't logged into Facebook, that are just seeing this. If you have an Oscar, make sure you know that Oscar is going to grow faster than other fish. It's going to get big. And Oscars aren't, in my experience, Oscars are not aggressive. That's just the way they are. If they get hungry, they will eat something. And if it fits in their mouth, they will eat it. It does not matter how long it's been in that tank with another fish. It will probably, if it gets hungry, if you don't feed it, almost guaranteed chance that it will eat that fish if it fits in its mouth. Even if you think, nah, that won't happen. Well, I'm not saying try it. Don't try it. And what else about Oscars? They say Oscars are like the dog fish. Pretty much, yeah. I just like how they interact with you when they come up to you and they're all squirmy like this at the glass because it's because they want to eat. But I can proof that my flower horn still wants to interact, still wants to play or something, even though she's not hungry. We'll feed her. She won't even want to eat anymore, but she will still interact with you at the glass. And I thought that was just like really cool. So, um, okay, I did talk about Starfish died. Oscar small than big. Sump doing well. Mandarin gobies, the right copepods. Damn, that's everything on my list. Yeah. But hmm, hmm. It's Wednesday. It's halfway through the week. So yeah, I almost got uh, electric blue Jack Dempsey, and I could have got him for this tank. I mean, they get what, 7, 8 inches or so, but like I said, I had one in there. I should have kept them instead of like giving them away or selling them or whatever I did with it. So yeah, so I was going to be on. I was going to try to hit up who like some of the other guys that were live earlier today, but I was just really busy. I wanted to get some time to get on there and just be on listening to what they were talking about and all that good stuff. You know, all that good stuff. Yeah, one thing I never done on this thing before was, I guess you could do backgrounds. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works at all. But so I was thinking about doing some segments on this YouTube on my show. Call it a show. Thinking about doing some segments on here. All right. Now, something I've been doing for segments, and it's one of my favorite segments because it's probably my only really segment. I want to come up with a new name for it though. Yeah, I want to come up with a new name for the segment. People always call them shower thoughts. I want to come up with a new, just thoughts, but shower thoughts, random thoughts. It's not creative enough. And what other segments I'm thinking about doing? Thinking about doing. Oh, I'm thinking about doing a Seen It segment. If I get enough people, they have 3 that I know of. I got 3. Oh, acclamation thoughts. Okay. Yeah. Acclamation thoughts. That's a good one. I'm going to write that down on my notepad so I have more than 4 things on here. Acclamation thoughts. I don't want to steal that from US. If you're putting it out there, if it's up for grabs. What was I talking? Oh, yeah. I was like, what other segment can I do? Just so happens, like I said, if I get enough people playing, I've had this board game in my closet, and me and my wife had this game, and we've never played it, right? So I just took the cards from the box, all right? And I'm a person, I like movies, okay? I like movies. So I was like, this would be a good one. I'll just keep that right there. Yes, I'm charging 10% in. Okay. 10%. I'll write that down too. Okay. Done. So I got those. I got the other, like I said, seen it. These are cool, man. I mean, I'm just a fan of like trivia type stuff. I can read one right now. I don't want to leave. I don't. Wait, which side is the answer? Okay. Okay. What spinoff? Oh. Okay. I'll read one because it's good. All right. Um. What was Fonzie's full name on Happy Days? I mean, I already knew that one, but come on, everybody who hasn't watched Happy Days? So what was? So that's the question is, what was Fonzie's full name in Happy Days? If anybody wants to answer that, this is just a sample of like the segment, and the questions get better. Okay, just give it a chance. I'm just going to assume somebody's going to answer this question, but I'll put it aside for now. All right. Put it aside. So those are the two I got so far, right? Those are the two I got so far. So anyway, something I noticed was, oh shoot, get out of here. I don't want that up. Sorry about that. I got my other, like my iPad right here. It's going crazy. You haven't watched? Okay. You haven't watched Happy Days? James. is that your answer? Is James? That's his full name, or you just like you're close. If that's your answer, you're very close but way off. So his name was Arthur Fonzarelli. That's just that's a sample of like, and not all these questions are from like old TV shows and stuff, but wow, let me try to find something that's not so old, right? That's your guess. Yeah, you were close, but no, not close, but it's okay. Ooh, ooh. I don't know. This is one of my favorite old sitcoms. I don't know about you guys, but this is one of my favorites. And it's even if it still comes on today, if I catch it on TV, if I really want to watch it, I'll watch it. What was the name of the downstairs bar where the gang hung out on Three's Company? That one's easy. Come on now. Come on. What was the name of the bar they went to on Three's Company? They hung out at. It's not like you can't Google stuff anyway, but and it took place in San Diego back in what, the 70s, early 80s. So here is complete the ad slogan. No, I'll wait for a second. Complete the ad slogan. That's all right. That's okay. If you don't know, I'll wait until I'll wait. That's just one of my segments, so I'll wait. So there's a whole bunch of people. It is like old shows though, I guess I gotta see who. All right, I'm just sitting here reading them. Oh, the Curly House. Oh, the Curly Horse. Sorry, the Curly Horse. I could see that being the name of a bar, though. No, but that'd be funny if I actually run into a bar called the Curly Horse. No, it's called the Regal Beagle. That's what it's called. And they actually have bars named after that too. But holy crap, if I went to a Regal Beagle, I always wanted to say, hey, let's go to the Regal Beagle. That's only because I used to like watching Three's Company. It's still funny. It's a classic. You know. The Curly Horse. Oh, okay. So to me, right now, does anybody want to hear a few stupid ad? Get off here. Stupid ad. If anybody wants to hear a segment of, I almost called them shower thoughts. You were saying acclamation thoughts with 10% perpetuity. Okay. All right. So, how about a segment of that? I have some pulled up right now. And the first one goes like this. All right. If Eminem's mom, the singer Eminem, if Eminem's mom wanted to, she could probably make a good amount of money selling her own spaghetti sauce. Right? All because that one lyric in his song, Mom Spaghetti. If you heard that song before from Eminem, I don't know if I said this one before on here. The next thought, I keep wanting to say shower thought, it's shower thought, acclamation thoughts. Okay. Is running from the cops is the ultimate double or nothing. Double or nothing. Okay. I guess that would be considered the ultimate double or nothing, running from the cops. So the next one is being an adult. Being an adult is eating the crust, not because you like it, but because you paid for it. You put very true, call it mom's pasta. Yeah, she could. She could too. I know it. I'd buy one. Screw it. Yeah, being an adult is eating the crust, not because you like it, because you paid for it. I don't know. I eat pizza, but I don't always eat the crust. Depends what kind of crust it is, though. Okay, so next one is nobody cares if their deodorant is 24 hours or 48 hours. They're still going to apply it once a day. That is true. That is very true. So, I've only, have you actually played Monopoly all the way through? Have you played Monopoly? I haven't played Monopoly since probably like half my life ago, which was, what was half my life ago? Okay. I'm horrible at math right now. 43. Yeah, 43. Okay. So, yeah, okay. So it's been that long. I played as a teenager. But, all right. So, anyway, so this one is Monopoly would be. Yeah. House rules make it a lot more. Yeah. So, okay, so Monopoly would be more realistic if the person with the most money got to change the rules whenever they liked. Okay, I mean, I guess that. See, I don't know if I'd. Yeah, it depends how they. Like if they said nope, can't get out of jail for free or something like that. People are so amazed by the fact that every snowflake is different, but nobody cares that every potato is unique. Because you try to find the best potato, you don't look for the best snowflake because it's too small. All right, so I will read off another one. If everyone on Earth died simultaneously, the internet would be comprised entirely of bots posting, liking, and upvoting each other. Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's very true. All right, here is another one. I'll do a few more of these. Okay. Growing up is realizing that you get more joy out of seeing others open presents than you do from opening your own. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Where are these funny ones at, man? These are just like, yeah, that's cool. That's a fact. The syllables in on your mark, get set, go are a countdown. I think I did read that one. On your mark, get set, go. That is true. I can't realize you were watching your mom. When you were a kid, you didn't realize you were also watching your mom and dad grow up. Yeah, never pay attention to that, but sure. they don't they don't let you smile in your passport photos because they want you to look the same as if you were standing in line at customs for an hour. Here's a thought. I would hate to work at baggage claim, okay? Because every single person that walks in there is upset, okay? There is never a happy person that walks into baggage claim. I don't care who you are. Everybody walks in is going to be upset. And if you really love that job, that means you love seeing other people suffer. So that's probably like a meter maid type of job where people are like, no, don't take my car. Or standing in a police lineup. Yeah. Do. All right. Oh, yeah, this is true too. I wish this was like tonight, but the night before a day off is more satisfying than the actual day off. Yep, because you're all like, man, I don't have to work tomorrow. I can stay up till like 3, 4 in the morning. Do I ever anymore? No. Unless I'm just, and if I do, I'm literally just sitting there watching TV. And then staying up watching TV that long, I'd probably end up falling asleep. But I think I read this one too. But the internet the internet both almost killed off the postal service and email, and then made it more needed than ever with online delivery. That it did. Coffee makes you hyper, but coffee shops are designated for people to chill. Whereas alcohol is a depressant, but bars and clubs are designed for people to be energetic. Yep, yep. The biggest, yeah, so the biggest flex is using mobile data in your own home because the Wi-Fi is being slow. I've done that, and I had to upgrade my Wi-Fi from like 30 to like 100 megabytes per second. Um, oh, I just read that one. Okay. I need to find a new website. This is ridiculous. Okay, so Avatar, the highest grossing film of all time, seems to have made zero impact on culture. No one references the movie, and no one really talks about it since it was released 10 years ago because it made no impact. I read that. Okay, so biting your tongue while eating is a perfect example of how you can still screw up even with decades of experience. Yeah, it sucks. I read that one. I read that one. I read that one. I read that one. Okay, an onion. All right, an onion is the bass player of food. You would probably not enjoy it solo, but you'd miss it if it wasn't there. That is, I can agree with that. If you are alone when you crack open a peanut shell and eat the peanut inside, you are the only person in the world to have ever seen that peanut. Yeah, you're the only person in the world to have ever seen that peanut. Telemarketers telemarketers have basically ruined telephones as a tool for contacting people quickly because no one bothers to answer it anymore. Yeah. If anyone, I read that one. It's pay to win. I don't even know what the hell that is. Okay. Babysitters are teenagers who believe, or sorry, babysitters are teenagers who behave like grown-ups so that grown-ups can go out and behave like teenagers. Facts. All right. So, I basically read the 25 most profound shower thoughts on Reddit from 2019. All right. I basically read all of that. All right. So, a comfortable silence. Hang on, let me recharge. Okay, I can show you. I can show you the fish real quick. That's why I'm on here, right? Oh man, see how these guys are doing today? There you go. There's the blood parrot. There's the red hump geophagus. They're always coming up, saying, "Hey, what's going on?" So is that. So is that one. So is that one. There's a gold severum. Get away from that light. There we go. There we go. They're all trying to come over here and see what's up. Hey. All right. And here's where I was getting my stuff from. Right there. Right there. Oh man. Hang on, let me get this thing back on here. All right. All right. All right, so who do I still have on here? The PetSmart sold you some bad freeze-dried brine shrimp. Yeah, I would be mad too. Is that the ones that are in the like it's just in one single bag, or like those frozen little cubes? Because I got the frozen little cube ones. Or you said freeze dried. Excuse me. Yeah, you said freeze dried. So yeah, I think that's the one bag, single bag thing. Okay, Omega 1 containers of freeze dried. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, PetSmart. I bought some crappy things from stores like that before, and I still go to them. But I mean, I go to them too because we have two dogs, littleish dogs, two cats who halfway get along with each other, and like one or two fish, you know. But yeah, I've always been, wanted to make sure I get like the right kind of food, for the fish and all that. For mostly for these guys, I use I use two different foods actually. I use the flakes, and then I have little pellets that sink. So I do two. Oh, and also I have a Picassamus like about that big in there. So I use. I mean, it eats obviously the algae, but I put like those little algae wafers in there for them too. Unless there's something better, but that's they get it gets along with that pretty well, So. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. Let me see here. Can you guys see me? Or did it blank out? There, I'm back. I just switched to the YouTube page because what I see the StreamYard page. Because if I click on the YouTube, it's delayed like probably a good. Oh, you see me? Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess I'm supposed to stay on this on the StreamYard one. I don't know. But I did put up, and I know I've had two people come up on this before. I still see that says Michael's Aquatic Action. Do you guys see that, or do you see Turn 2 Aquatics? If you're looking at, oh yeah, it still does say that, huh? Okay, well. I should just talk into the microphone like this all the time. No. But I don't know. I've had thoughts about like, you ever get bored? Like how many? Okay, so S, how many tanks do you have? Do you have a few tanks? Do you have one? Do you have a couple? Like, or 8 or 20? You see Turn 2? Okay, Turn 2. Turn 2 Aquatics. If you don't have anything else to do, Turn 2 Aquatics. So yeah, you have like a couple tanks. 8. Okay. Do you have, so those are 8 that are set up and running, or do you have ones that are taken down, like say put away also? because I know I do. Hey, look, an unknown caller. Yep. Yeah, I got some in my garage. I have a 55 with the stand, right? And I want to still put it up. I want to put it up in my office upstairs because there's a support wall. In fact, hang on a second. Let me turn that around. All right, so that support sticking out of the wall directly above that is my office upstairs. Okay, there's the flower horn tank. I don't have the light on because it's too glary. So, I'm in my front living room. One day I'll set this up in my office. I have a couple empty, not included. Okay, yeah. Yeah, for what I have set up, this 65 to the 90 for saltwater. I have a 30 upstairs with, I call it the kitty tank. They're just smaller fish. That's basically what I have set up right now. I've had like a lot more set up a while ago, but I think the reason why I brought that up, yeah, everyone always talks about getting burnt out. I'm I'm taking it slowly. Keep the fish, I think, are cool. Breeding one at a time. Yeah, that's it. It's one of those hobbies where you're just like you go back and forth with it, and your mind's like, do I want to? Because it's one of those hobbies where you can get bored, right? Of if you have your tanks just the same all the time. And how many times have I taken the tank down and be like, yeah, I'm gonna sell this tank or get rid of it. I want to cut back. And then like what? About several weeks later, for some reason you got to set that tank back up again. Whether you got to, you know, put a fish somewhere else. And I almost said it, quarantine. I have tanks. I'm gonna go. I should set up a quarantine tank. I know it. Especially since I have a saltwater tank. I should set up a quarantine saltwater tank. Probably two, I guess. Hmm. I guess should I? Think I should set one just to have it. What would it be? Empty, just running, cycling, like or have the water cycled, ready to go or something. Yeah, I plan to keep it going for a while too. I think I've come to terms with, I like doing what I like doing, right? Which is this basically. And so I did manage to get a little side gig. Um, like I wasn't even trying to, but someone I know told somebody else who has a 40-gallon fish tank with a couple goldfish that are like that. They're not like fancy looking, they're just kind of big goldfish like that. It's a 40-gallon. She has this fish tank in the front of a little business that she has, all right, little food business or vegan place, whatever. And I guess she just needed help, like cleaning it. So I guess the person that was doing it's not around or just moved or something like that. So she really wants to keep this tank. And um, he was like, he was like, yeah, I might know somebody. So he messaged me, and I was like, okay, well, let me go see. So I went over there and I did a good water change, like did the maintenance on this tank. And she talks about paying me. I was like, you know what, don't. This first time, or I didn't even say first time. I was just like, don't worry about it right now. Because honestly, like, I just wanted her to know that, like, or basically, I wanted to do a good job without, having her pay me at first so she could be, you know, I guess if I killed the fish, I didn't want her to pay me. I mean, I wouldn't plan on killing a fish, but you know what I mean. But I did set something up, like a monthly thing, and every 2 weeks go in there and kind of check on it, do water, like check the water parameters, and do a little, maybe like a little bit of a water change, and at the beginning of the month do a bigger water change if I need, like that's the main one. Clean the canister filter if I need to. It's a smaller one, so it would need it more often. So yeah, and I just kind of fell into that. I was like, wow, I got a little side gig, so that's cool. Here I'm thinking, man, maybe I should make business cards. Get all like carried away with it. But I am in the works right now of creating an actual website. Like one of the free websites. I'm gonna pay for it, and you could have links, click to it, and I'm thinking like, isn't that what like a Facebook group page kind of would be? The same thing, sort of in a way, but it's more interactive with people, right? So I was like, nah. Like I do have a Facebook group page too. All right. And it has way more members. They're called members, not subscribers, obviously, but than I do on my YouTube page. I wish all them would come over to my YouTube page too, but I don't know, for some reason I can't get it to happen. So I guess what else? I guess the reason why. Okay, so now I'm starting to get into this now, right? What is the reason why I'm on YouTube? Like why? Why did I want to do this? Okay. Some people would say their goal is to get a lot of subscribers, to get paid. I mean, really, that's not why I'm here. I think it's just fun to do the media part of this, interact the hobby with the media. And what happens when you do that? Well, sometimes you teach people things, which kind of naturally I like to do. So, and you get to meet more people within this hobby, right? So I think it's noisy. I'm just playing with this little stand thing that I have. So, I don't know. What's the reason why other people come on YouTube? Like, what are you guys? Pass the time, just to kind of have a hobby, something to do. So again, like the website that I'm still way at the beginning phase of. I think I would like eventually to put some stuff for sale on there, even if it's just T-shirts, not keychain, but T-shirts, a hat, just little things like that. Nothing, And then here's my thing: how do people? And this is probably so simple to learn. How do people sell products? Other like company like products on their website, and I know it's so easy probably to find out how to do this. Like I just haven't looked it up. Like some of these big people, like the bigger groups on YouTube, like they sell products for whatever they're, on there for. Like I know I guess it would kind of be interesting to learn how to do that. And I just figured out something on Amazon called Merch by Amazon, and I signed up for it. And you could create through Amazon. You could create your own you could put your logos or whatever it is, your brand, onto your trademark onto an item, hat, T-shirt, anything, right? And you could sell it on there if they approve you, I guess. And I haven't been on there in like weeks to check. It could have been approved, it might not, who knows, and they have the whole thing set up with the tax, like your tax forms or whatever. But they even say how much percentage or on the dollar, I guess, that Amazon would get for your sale. And it's a pretty good little chunk. So that's why I'm saying, when people have their own website and they find somewhere where they could make their own merchandise and sell it on there, right, on their own website. So that's kind of like what I'm leaning more towards. And why not, right? You could create a shirt, you could create a hat, you create something, just with your name on it and sell it, right? Like, it's like, for what though? Like, what is your name doing? And that's my question. Like, what am I, like, what's your service basically? What's your service? It's like educating. That's pretty much, I guess, what I could do just to sell something. That'd be cool. I think that would be, I mean, I think I'd do it just more for the fun of doing it than getting the money. I mean, yeah, of course, getting the money would be great. Get your money back on what you're doing at least. But I think it would just be fun to do that, to learn how to do that. I mean, you ask someone who's got an MBA or just a bachelor's in business administration, so they would probably study that stuff, But I don't know, just knowing how to do that kind of stuff would be awesome. And I'm halfway there. I think I'm halfway there for learning it. Yeah. So websites would just drive more traffic. So yeah, right. And I think and the question is also that I've been wondering. I'm not trying to get off topic too much with this kind of stuff, but why not? Got to take a break from it anyway for a little bit, to keep yourself from being bored with the hobby. And like you want to so bad get more people to click, to subscribe to your channel. Like I said, to teach them, and that's what I want to do, is mostly just teach people about the hobby. Right? That's my big thing. And I know my videos aren't really so much as this is how you do this. This is the way recommended to do this. But I just show them how my stuff is set up. Like I showed the video of my son. I said, hey, or I was showing what I have. And I do throw in there sometimes what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what's recommended or not. Once in a while I throw them in, but I don't have it set up so much as like like how other YouTube pages, videos, like channels will show a product and formally have a curriculum type of based learning curriculum, whatever. But you know what I mean. Mine's just, I show my video, I show my stuff, what I have, and that's basically it, really. I remember when my first video it wasn't even that long ago. It was like maybe 6 months ago. Was just I still use my iPhone too. Before I knew how to do music in the background or anything. But holy crap, one thing that I learned that's a game changer, and maybe I'm just slow at learning this. So I have an iPhone, okay? Excuse me. I don't know who else, if you have an iPhone or if you got Android, and I'm sure if iPhone does this, Android can probably do it too. But for video editing, holy crap, or just creating videos, this is, like I said, this is a game changer, and I did not know about this. Some text message that makes it look important, but it's not. Nope. All right, so let me just, when on the iPhone, nope. If you could see them let me see if I can dim that, if it makes it any more easier to see. All right, there we go. Just dim the light a little bit. Right? Okay, so get this out the way. All right, so when you bring your thing down, and I have this button right here, and this button records. If you just lightly tap it, it will record like an audio of anything that's playing on your phone. Right? Anything you have up on the screen, it will record it. Okay? Now, it won't record through the speaker like you talking, but just what's internally in your phone. And I was like, oh, that's awesome, because now I could just make my videos. I could take any song, but I look up, what I do is I look on YouTube for copyright free music audio to use on my videos. And I was like, oh yeah, that's you know, I could use anything that they have on there now, which is awesome. Not just that, but that same button. And if you guys heard of this already, just let me know. I mean, to me, it's new, and it's probably been out for a little while. I don't know if it's out from the latest like update, but if you hold that button down, that little button right there on the corner, that little circle with the circle in it, if you hold it down, it lets you record video of whatever is playing on your phone. Anything. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's playing on your screen, it will record the video and audio. And even then, I was like, holy crap, that's even more of a bigger game changer. So now you're not limited to, like certain things on like apps that you can get for video. I was like, man. So I got a whole bunch of ideas now, but I have to do them through my phone, which it's okay. I'm not good with all the fancy computer video editing programs. I can't do that. No, man. I think I'm too impatient to learn all that stuff. So the phone is an amazing thing. But yeah, I just thought that I would share that. I thought that was pretty cool. And that's how when I did my intro, I did that. I took some of the copyright free audio from no, losing my tune from YouTube, like off specific videos that are for that. So my new intro has some of that on it. If you haven't heard it, just check out one of the videos. It has this is a shortened introduction, just really short, because one thing I learned from your videos is, I don't know, people lose interest if your intro is way too long, or they'll just fast forward through it, something like that. It's just water. Man, I haven't even drank that. I don't really drink much anymore. If I go somewhere, I might have a beer. Am I just getting old? It's all good. I still have some drinks if I go. I'm just not. Maybe I'm more of a social drinker nowadays. I just don't do it at home anymore, like when I was way younger. But yeah, man, I think that's a really cool feature. And I think I YouTubed. Yeah, I just saw I saw a YouTube video about it. I was like, what? That's crazy. So, and I'm sure Android could do that too. But yes, like what you wrote, S, websites would just drive more traffic. So I am working on it. I just find it very redundant. If you have if you reference if you have a website, you could reference YouTube, you could reference Facebook, you could reference Instagram, and blah blah, Twitter, blah 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 blah, whatever other ones are out there. But really, I mean, yeah, I have Instagram. I go on and just I don't know, once in a while. But the one I really use is going more so is just the Facebook, and I guess Facebook is for old people. That's what I learned. And now I'm starting to learn Instagram is not the primary one. I don't know what it is anymore. I don't know. TikTok, you got me. The only thing I know about TikTok is just people dancing. That's all I know about TikTok. I've been on it, but I mean, to me, that's all it is. I'm sure there's a lot more stuff on there on TikTok. I just haven't, I'm sure there's a category with this hobby right here. I just haven't looked. That's all. But yeah, I'm gonna throw this out there. I think it works. I think about 5% of the time it works 100% of the time. If I said that right, so stupid. So I'm on StreamYard. If anybody's there and they want to come on, just to just to say what's up, even if you're in and out. It doesn't matter. That's why I'm on here. You know, it's all good. I've had a few people. I've had a few people on here before. I'm still the rookie. Still the rookie. You know, like I said, I watch who those other ones. You know, I watch all them. Uh, all the whole group. Like the one I think of first is I see a lot of because he's I think I have him as to notify me when he comes on is Mike's Aquatics and things. I always see him come up on there, so I always jump in there, even if it's just for a second, say, hey, what's up, everyone, just so I could, you know, just say hey. But yeah, he's got pretty cool channel. I like it. Him and like everybody else that goes on there. I try to get on there as much as I can just to kind of, but a lot of times I can't. But if somebody was already gonna be live tonight, I probably would have. If they had this thing, I probably would have like jumped in just to do that. There is a lot of streamers. Streamers, it's the word I was looking for. I'm like the guy, the group streamers. Yeah, of course. But yeah, that's that. Every single day. Yeah, and something I didn't know about. I guess that when I was watching who is it like on Saturday mornings, right? You get what's 503 Aquatics come like Saturday morning stream cartoons whatever with Degenerate Fish Keeper. I watch them. If I'm up, I'll turn it on because I'm Saturday mornings, weekends. I get up early, like I'm talking like 6:30. I don't know why. I just can't sleep in. I'm up. I'll get antsy if I just lay there, and it's so dark. Like, I'll get up, take dogs out, feed them, whatever I got to do, and then if I got to do something with my tanks, that's my time to do it, basically. Before I have to like start anything else. But so eventually they come on, and I'll sit there and like just listen, watch that. If I can get some of the music trivia, like you hear that one note, I'll be like, oh, I know that one. If I try to get that in time. But I think that's pretty cool. And then who else? Who else? Saturday morning cartoon, yes, always does it. Yeah, does one at 9 a.m. Sunday. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Maybe I did. I just forgot. I've been on Sundays a couple times. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, like every day. Oh, and my whole point to this was, yeah, I didn't know until like I think the last time I watched it a couple weekends ago. Yeah, I didn't know like there's like they have like a list that they go by with like, oh, so and so's on this time. I guess that's just to keep it from overlapping, which is cool. I get it. Um, okay, yeah, cool. So there's a list. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of learning. Like I said, I just found out there was a list. Um, so I know what Mike does his on Saturdays. I think Saturday like evenings or something like that. So I've had bad luck for Saturday evenings. Oh my god, I've had bad luck. Okay. Anyone who streams whenever they want. Yeah, I know. I mean, I guess I guess I was just being too nice, courteous about it. But yeah, I understand. But I think the first time, like I went on Mike's one time, like a while back, the first time, and I think what is it, RB? Oh my God, am I saying it wrong? RB's Animal Rescue. I went on his like a couple times, like a while back. You know, you can you can also wait sign up for Ricketts giveaway thing since you sure stream. You know who? No, actually, I don't know who that is. I don't know if. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I still feel like I'm just kind of looking in at everything right now. You know what I mean? I mean, I'd like to be more involved with it. That would be cool. That'd be cool. I think I've been on Terry's once too. But man, when I was on there, I was like trying to think of stuff to talk about. It was so quiet. It was like, luckily it wasn't just me and him on there. Luckily there was other people, but I was like just trying to think of stuff to talk about. Man, yeah. Okay, yeah. Hang on. Let's go on the notepad. All right. Definitely, I will check that out today. See. Okay. All right. Come on. Streams and comment. He will let you. Oh, cool. That's cool. Awesome. Heck yeah. Hell yeah. But, and you know, I mean, by watching, when I first started doing a couple videos, you know, and I was like, man, how am I going to sit here and talk for, like, how am I going to sit here and talk about fish the whole time? But then I learned that some people, they're not always just talking about, because, you know, there's talk about other things, which is cool. All right, he will come up on your stream and act like Santa Claus. That's cool. Yeah. Right. All right. That's awesome. Who? Okay, I see more. Who do we got out there? Man. Like I said, if you guys want to come up, even if it's just for a minute, that's cool. Currently sitting as every distribution among the channels. That's okay. Okay, yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, it's okay. It's something else. Jimmy P, what's going on, man? Yeah, hell yeah. I'd like to too. You know, I mean, I would have. I think I would need to set up a reminder when when they're coming on too, because you know, just so I won't forget. That's probably step one, right? But yeah. Yep, you're right. That's exactly what I was saying. You got to see, watch the rest of the streams, grown stuff when people see your name more often. I know, yeah. You're right. You're right. I will definitely do that too. Absolutely. You edited content. Oh, your edited content will drive viewers from other sectors. Yeah, edited content. Okay. See, this is why, that's why I'm glad y'all are here. Because just learning how to do and how to get into everything like this. I think that's pretty awesome. I remember like what, like not even like what 4 or 5 months ago. I'm like, even doing like a live feed on Facebook, I was like, what? I can't do that. you know. Yeah, I was like, hey, I appreciate that, Jimmy P. Yep. It took me a while to. Are you talking about Mike's Aquatic Action or the Turn to Aquatics? Because it still says Mike's Aquatic Action, which is fine. Like I said earlier, I might keep that as a sub. I know it sounds weird, but a sub name for something. I don't know if it would be a sub name for if I wanted to, for like I see. I was thinking this earlier. I was like, should I keep Aquatic Action for like an online store? It's like selling. Because I've made a shirt, I made a hat just for me though. I've had stickers. I gave them away, like stickerapp.com or something. It's not the cheapest one probably, but they make really cool clear stickers. I made like other ones for like I put on a couple decals on my truck. I don't get too carried away with that. But yeah. I was thinking about keeping the other name too. Mm-hmm. Oh shoot! Hang on. Didn't realize this was. There we go. There we go. I feel like I'm sitting right in the way of the tank. Missing all that aquatic action happening there behind me. See him just sitting there standing completely still. That one, let's see if I can point. That one right there, that gold Severum. That's the last one I got for this tank. Yeah. And I know those things get what? They get like this big, like good size amount, something like that. You know? Yeah. I know you could probably like you said, change it on stream. I always forget. I know next time I come up, I'll probably forget to do that. But you know, I know it's something that simple. Oh yeah, I was talking about that fish right there, the gold Severum. He'll get big. So that blood parrot, I got two of those, and they were small, but they're still growing. They're gonna get. I've seen some like that, bit like what about 6 inches, maybe bigger, a little bit bigger. I don't know, but um, I've seen what's crazy is I've seen people put those with African cichlids. In fact, what's his name? Who does the African cichlids? Uh, Caveman Aquatics. You ever see his channel? He has a blood parrot in with his African cichlids. I was like, what? At first, I was like, what? But I guess you have to just acclimate it very, very carefully if you try to do that with the higher, um, the higher like pH levels or something. I had African cichlids already. In fact, I've had them in this tank. I've had every rotation, like every different thing in this tank uh, that you could think of as far as freshwater cichlids. Um, like I just call them American cichlids, South American cichlids, whatever. And then I've had African cichlids in there separate times, obviously. I've just had saltwater in there. Yeah, this tank has been around the block, and I plan to keep it like this from here on out because, like I was just telling, like I mentioned earlier about Little Oscar I got. He's gonna grow up in there. All right, what do you say? His channel hit the algorithm perfectly. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I did. He did say. He did say my. He did mention me once, only because I asked him a question on a live stream. That's it. He was like, "Hey, Mike, full quiet action." Yeah, yeah, and I was like, "Oh, cool." But yeah, that like he, holy crap, he like I think his main basis of his is I think the is crystal clear water, which they are. Holy crap, it is very crystal clear water. Every time I think of like crystal clear tanks, I always think of something he said. It's like if you want your fish to look like they're floating in air, then that's yeah. Every time I see a crystal clear tank, I think about that in the back of my head, back of my mind. But yeah, holy crap! Like once I got into this hobby, I just couldn't believe after seeing um, how much there is out there on YouTube, all these channels, between freshwater, saltwater, oh, reef, also, aquascaping. What else is there? Oh, you got your what is it, terrariums with your reptiles and amphibians and all that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, there's a lot. I just want to say thank you, YouTube. you know, and oh, have I? This brings to mind too. Have I ever asked before, or even if I did, whatever? Uh, have you guys ever used in your aquariums, or if you think it's bad to use, have you ever used an ornament made for a uh, reptile? Like, what is a terrarium? Like they sell at PetSmart. And uh, is it good? Is it okay to put in your tank? Or is it not good? Well, what are they all doing over there? Anyway, because I've bought some, I've looked them up, and I think the only thing that I could find where they would say do not put these in your tank is because is there a material on the plastic that does not allow beneficial bacteria to grow on? That's the only thing I could find on a few things. But yes, I know it'll say a lot of the tags will say do not use in aquariums, but the tags I've seen like at PetSmart do not say that on it. For my flower horn, I bought one that had like it was like a looked like wood, but it's plastic, and it's perfect for the flower horn to go into like a little cave. But I wasn't sure if it was making the water like cloudy, but I think that was just because there was some kind of algae bloom. I don't think it had anything to do with that. So yeah. All right, S. I like water cooler, but I feel like clean water looks weird. It's just like too sterile. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean about that. Because when like when you think of an aquarium or a fish tank, like how the water has some kind of like, I want to say sediment or just some kind of natural, um, more of a natural kind of look to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I know what you mean. Put a bucket of water and see what happens before you put in a tank. Yeah, it's a simple thing to do. Yeah, because I don't want to get rid of it. I still want to use it. Tannins. Okay, so even from that, because I've had well, I mean, it was plastic. It wasn't like the actual wood. Like I've had what is that drift? Is it Driftwood. I mean, I bought the kind from the store that already has like the weighted base put on it. And I've had one I put in a tank, and yeah, definitely you're right. The tannins came off of that and made the water kind of with a tint, you know. And for a while, I wasn't sure if that was okay. I heard it was. Um, and at the same, I heard tannins were okay, good for the fish, sort of, or something, or are. I don't know. From what I heard, I think they were. What do you think? But I think I just kind of got tired of it. The one that I had in the tank, like making the water like that. But I'm sure I know there's probably stuff that you can do to clear it up, right? So yeah. Man, it's only Wednesday. It's almost Thursday. The week should go faster. I keep messing with this thing. Actually, this thing really okay. So I was using this to balance like my iPad since I was like to kind of balance the iPad to sit on these little grooves because whenever I was doing the live stream on the iPad, right? But I had to put it on a little box so because the plug-in stuck down and it would get in the way. But this thing really, you know what this really is? This really is a guitar, like a little guitar stand, portable one. It's what it's actually. I just saw it. It was like the perfect little thing. So keep messing with it. But yeah, other than that, there is nothing else going on at the moment. But man, yes, thank you so much for that reference. The Rickistan. I'll definitely look it up. Right, I'll look it up for sure. Um, and I think I'm going to. Yeah, I'll take a look at it tonight. Um, and I think I'm going to work on a little bit on that website. Get that. That's just like a continuous hobby or something. I don't know. All right, so when you put the wood in the tank, it's going to release tannins, which affect the color of the water, and it also is going to release organics into your water. Okay. Yeah, I I don't have that anymore, but um, do you use that at all in your tanks, like like the wood? Because I honestly don't know what happened. I had it in my I had it in the garage. Holy crap! Like I said, when I first began this, I'm like, trial and error, right? Just making a whole bunch of mistakes, but learning from it. All right, that's cool. That's cool. But all right. Well, hey, I think I'm gonna have to go. Like I said, I'm gonna go check that out. I got some stuff around here I gotta do. Got to work, or I gotta get up early in the morning for work, early-ish. But I appreciate you stopping in on this live stream, and I guess, sir, I'll catch you guys on another one, right? Right. Um, I see the people watching up here. It's been bouncing between 5 and 6, and I'm like, holy crap, that's a lot. That's what I'm used to. But I'm not counting all those millions of people out there in the world that aren't logged in. They can just pop up the video. They don't show them on there. Of course, there's probably people and there's like, who is this clown? Who's thinking he knows whatever? No, I don't. I don't think I know whatever. But anyway, all right, guys. All right, fellas, people. I will see you. I'll see y'all later, man. I'll see you. Thanks for stopping in to this live stream of Turn 2 Aquatics, formerly Aquatic Action. But Jimmy P, if you're on here still, thanks for stopping by real quick. S, thank you so much for hanging around and keeping it interesting. All right, and I will see y'all later. Oh wait. Yeah, you said okay. So real quick, you said that Rick Stanton has. Let me back up here real quick. All right, peace out. All right, yeah, I'll just check it out. All right, I'll just check it out. I'll see. Anyway, all right, guys, people. I'll check you later. Have a good night.